So guys, we need to talk about this Wicked situation. It's gotten out of hand. It's absolutely ridiculous. I want to cover it here on the channel. I'm sure you guys have seen it doing the rounds on social media. So the upcoming Wicked movie, it looks set to be a massive opening. It looks like there's going to be a lot of people that are very interested in watching this movie, and fans themselves have come out and made fan-made posters of the movie like they do with any big tentpole Hollywood movies. Fans, they go online, they make their own concept art, they make their own fan posters. Some people even make, fan-made trailers. But it looks like Cynthia Erivo, the actual actress in this movie who plays the Green Witch, she's come out and attacked fans for making one particular fan-made poster. The poster that they made is more in keeping with the Broadway musical. They've changed it ever so slightly, edited it. It actually looks quite fun. They've shared it millions of times on social media, doing Hollywood's job of actually marketing the movie. And it looks like Cynthia Erivo, like I said, has come out and attacked the fans for making a fan-made poster. So it's all kinds of crazy. They did nothing wrong. They weren't racist. They weren't bigoted. They didn't do anything wrong towards the actress, but she felt like she needed to come out, bash, attack, whatever word you want to use, the fan base, which was all kinds of wrong. But anyway, guys, let's jump into the story from Comic Book Movie. Let's break it down. Let's get into the details and see what's going on with this story. So, Wicked star Cynthia Erivo lashes out at fan-edited posters for being degrading, hurtful, and wildly offensive. I've had a look at this poster now, this fan-made poster, and it's literally none of these things. None of them portray her in a bad light. They haven't edited her face or appearance to make her look less attractive. They haven't done anything like that whatsoever. They've just made it more in line with that original Broadway musical poster, and hardly anything about the posters even changed. So how it can be degrading, hurtful, or wildly offensive, I have no idea. But let's go down, like I say, and let's get into the details here. So when tickets for Wicked went on sale earlier this month, a poster was released that paid homage to the classic piece of artwork used for Broadway musical. It wasn't fully accurate though, leading to various fan edits surfacing on social media, which were meant to bring more in line with the original, many of which have racked up millions of views. Like I say, in some respects, the fan-made posters here, which are being shared millions and millions of times, bringing more attention to this movie. They're actually doing Hollywood's marketing for them when it comes to this movie. So if anything, the actress should come out and say, I really appreciate you guys for making fan-made posters. Thank you so much for advertising my movie and sharing it with millions of people. I really do appreciate that. So they should be coming out and thanking the fans, not attacking the fans. So this is where it gets kind of crazy in my opinion. So this included giving Cynthia Erivo's Alphaba. I always mispronounce that, so I do apologize. Alphaba red lipstick, and having the character's witch hat cover the actor's eyes. As best we can tell, no changes were made to Ariana Grande's Glinda, despite the fact that she was in pink dress rather than a white one. Now Erivo has lashed out at fans who made those calling the edited poster deeply hurtful. Taking to Instagram, she said the following. So let's have a look at the actual, we've got a social media post here kind of summing up what she had to say. So let's go in and take a look at what Cynthia Erivo had to say. So this is the wildest, most offensive thing I've ever seen, equal to that awful AI of us fighting, equal to people posing the question, is your pussy green? Yeah, I mean, I can understand when people start saying things like that. I can understand how that can be hurtful, saying things like, is your pussy green, and stuff like that. Because obviously she's a green witch in the movie. When you start getting into like talking about her body parts and stuff like that, then that is crossing the line, in my opinion. That's going too far. You don't start talking about a woman's body parts, even a male's body parts, whatever. The sex is irrelevant here, but talking about someone's private parts, that's kind of too much in my opinion. None of this is funny, none of this is cute, it degrades me, it degrades us. After pointing out the original poster was simply an illustration, the Pinocchio star added, I am real life human being who chose to look down the barrel of the camera to you, the viewer, because without words, we communicate with our eyes. Our poster is a homage, not an imitation. To edit my face and hide my eyes is to erase me, and that is just deeply hurtful, Erivo concluded. So, I guess to play devil's advocate for a second, I'm not in a position where I can tell her how she has to feel. If she feels offended and deeply hurt by this fan-made poster, then that's her right to feel that way. Nobody should be told how to feel about something. If she feels offended, then she feels offended. But looking at it from a, from a fan's perspective, it feels very strange because there's nothing here that's offensive. There's nothing here that's bigoted. They didn't make her look less attractive. They didn't, manipulate her appearance in any way to make her, look ridiculous. So nothing like that happened. It's literally just a fan-made poster that's more in line with the Broadway musical. Nothing bad has been done here. Nothing nefarious. It's just fans who are excited about the movie, who wanted to make a Broadway musical rendition of the poster for the movie and kind of share it with other fans for this upcoming movie. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to understand why she feels that way of being offended from this poster. But again, like I say, we have no right to tell someone how to feel about something. There are bound to be some fans who will now feel attacked by the actor for what they probably felt were harmless edits to bring the one sheet more in line with the stage production's poster. There are also a risk her comments being misrepresented. No, let me read that again, sorry. There are also a risk of her comments are misinterpreted and treated like a disregard for the musical, potentially leading to some of Wicked's hardcore fanbase rejecting this adaptation. Yeah, everything was kind of roses, everything was coming up great. Fans were so hyped for this movie. It was on track to do a great opening weekend. The buzz, the anticipation, the hype, the feeling around this movie with the fan base was just absolutely kind of gangbusters. But now she's kind of thrown a spanner into the works. She's given people a reason to attack this movie, to reject it, to not go and watch it, and to attack fans like this for no reason. I feel that she went about it in the wrong way. She could have been a lot more polite, a lot more classy in the way that she came across with her message of being offended. But just to go out like this and just blatantly attack fans who have done nothing wrong, at least as far as I can see, maybe you feel a bit different, but as far as I can see, fans have done nothing wrong here. And for her to attack fans like this, it's definitely going to put people off seeing the movie, and we'll have to see if it ultimately affects the box office at the end of the day. I don't think it's going to have a massive effect, but it will have some effect. But how big or how small that is, like I say, we'll have to wait and see. So still, Erivo clearly feels strongly about the changes, as is her right, and decided to voice that in the blistering Instagram stories that you can read below. So obviously we've already checked out this kind of Instagram story, so we won't go back over this again. This is a new one here though. Let me put this right here to remind you and cleanse your palate. So I'm not really sure what that's about. Obviously we've got the poster here to Wicked. Let me put this right here and remind you and cleanse your palate. Yeah, I'm not even sure what that means, to be honest with you. Kind of crazy. So, and then the rest of it is just kind of talking about the synopsis of the movie. Have a pause and read of it if you want to, guys. I'm not going to go through it right now, but have a pause and read of the synopsis here if you want to at your own leisure. Wicked arrives in theaters November 22nd. Wicked Part 2 follows November 1st, 2025. Okay, so there's two parts to this movie. There's going to be two movies. I didn't realize there was going to be two movies. So with that down, let's go over to social media and let's see what people are saying about what's going on with this kind of controversy, because you know a lot of people are going to have things to say on social media. So let's jump over here to X. So, starting off with this, Cynthia Erivo, when you change a poster to look like the original just for funsies. So, let's have a look at this. So, someone's made an AI video, the poster here, and then someone's took an AI video generation program and run it through the program, and it's turned it into a short video of the two lead actresses fighting. This is kind of crazy. So, let's have a look at this. So, as you can see, they start... I thought that was actually really funny. I mean, obviously, as it goes through, their faces start getting distorted, and you can clearly tell this is an AI-generated video. But to see this poster come alive, and then the two lead actresses start fighting, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo kind of fighting each other on the poster, that's really funny, and whoever came up with that idea, I give them credit, because it's kind of hilarious. Like I say, at the moment, we can tell it's AI, but in, 4 or 5 years' time, when AI programs become so good, and you can't tell, this kind of stuff is going to look insane and kind of crazy, and social media is going to be a crazy place to explore in the future with this kind of stuff. But yeah, so that's an AI video there of the two actresses fighting on the poster, which is kind of funny. So let's move on to the next post. Imagine thinking fans editing a bad Wicked movie poster to be more like the Broadway poster is the most offensive thing ever seen. In an election season, as we face wars, the Cynthia Erivo is an insufferable idiot. Get over yourself, girl, before you tank your own movie. So I do agree with that to some degree. You come out, think about all the people that have worked on this movie, the production crews, the director, all of the people, thousands of people that have worked on this movie, put blood, sweat and tears to making this movie great, getting fans hyped and excited. For the lead actress to come out and attack fans and basically kind of sabotage this movie, I mean, can you even imagine the people behind the scenes who worked on this who are thinking, God, what is she doing? Why is she doing this? She's tanking our movie by coming out with these comments. And yeah, it's absolutely crazy. So yeah, she does need to get over herself. She could have approached this subject in a lot more of a classy, kind of non-combative, aggressive way. But yeah, she chose to come out and be aggressive towards the fans. It's not going to go down well. Hopefully it doesn't affect the box office, but like I keep saying, we'll have to wait and see. So let's move on to the next post. So, people digging up Cynthia Erivo's old offensive as fuck tweets, as she really needs to shut the fuck up with talking about that so disrespectful. So, people have started digging into her background, digging up her old tweets about things she used to say, comments she used to make that were quite offensive to a lot of people. So, she has no right to say that fans are being offensive by editing her poster, when in fact, she used to comment and post a lot of kind of controversial things. So, you know, fans have started digging up those old tweets. So, I invite you guys, if you want to jump into that story a bit more, that's a bit of a separate story from what we're talking about. It does link in a little bit, but if you want to go in and kind of, you know, start kind of investigating yourself about things she used to say and what kind of person she is, then go on social media, just type in Cynthia Erivo and it will come up with these kind of old tweets. You can jump into that if you want to, guys. But that's just adding another kind of angle to this already kind of controversy surrounding Wicked. So go over and investigate that yourself, guys, if you're interested in digging into that a little bit more. So, and then we're going to finish off with this. The entire project, cast and crew of Wicked, watching Cynthia Erivo sabotage the hype of the movie. And obviously, there's a lot of people here which are kind of face-palming, which are kind of dreading what's going to happen with this movie now. Like I said, all of the production crew that worked on this movie thinking, you know, this one actress has come out, sabotaged the movie for all of them. All of the hard work they've put in just gone down the drain because of what she's come out and done with the fan base. After they made a harmless fan edit to a poster just to make it more in line with the Broadway musical. They weren't bigoted, they weren't racist, they didn't do anything bad. And again, it's just kind of a crazy, crazy story that she's potentially tanked this movie because she felt offended. Again, I'm not telling her how to feel. I'm not saying that she was wrong for feeling that way. Maybe she did feel offended. Maybe she did. But to come out and attack your fan base on social media, never a good thing to do. But guys, I throw it off to you. What do you think about this story of Cynthia Erivo coming out and basically attacking the fan base for making a fan-made poster that was more in line with the Broadway musical? Were the fans right to do it? Were they wrong to do it? You know, and what do you think about the way that she approached attacking the fans? Do you think it was a good way that she went about it? Do you think it was a bad way? And just leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions about this overall story. I can't wait to hear what you have to say because I'm sure you guys will have a lot of thoughts, comments, and opinions. And by the way, just another question before we finish off. Has this put you off seeing the movie? Has it changed your opinion on going to watch this movie? Or are you still excited as you were before this controversy happened? That's another question that I'd be interested for you guys to talk about in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in the next one.